Hey there, General Hospital fans. With Steve Burton's lengthy hiatus confirmed, Jason Morgan is going to be off our screens for a while. That leaves the Britt Westbourne without her man, and we're all wondering what's next for her. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and today we are diving into who might become Britty's next love interest now that Jason is out of the picture. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's jump right in. We recently shared a leak from an inside source saying Steve Burton wasn't thrilled with his current storyline or the Jason and Britt pairing. Now, that's not why he's taking a break, he's leaving to spend time with family. But another leak suggested General Hospital might be looking for a new love interest for Jason. It wasn't clear if it was just a chemistry test, a plan to reconnect him with someone already in Port Charles, or if they're bringing in a new character. Then, that same leaker told us GH was going to chemistry test Dante and Liz, and boom, it happened this week. Usually, when we report these leaks, it takes weeks to see them play out, but this one was immediate. A lot of these leaks do come true, so I wouldn't be surprised if Britt gets paired with someone new and Jason returns to a different storyline because Burton requested it. We'll see Jason on air through late March, and then he won't be back on screen until around July. That's about 3 months with no Jason, so realistically, they have to do something with Britt. She might get paired with a new guy, which got me thinking about who they might choose for her. I have a few ideas, a couple I think you'll love, and one you'll probably hate, but it's a definite possibility. Let's talk about the guys. First off, in case you haven't noticed, there aren't many eligible single bachelors in Port Charles right now who aren't already tied to someone else. But there are a few options that caught my eye. The first guy I want to talk about is Rick Lansing. I'm a huge fan of him with Liz, but right now, it's very obvious they're chemistry testing her and Dante. So, there's a chance Rick and Liz have no future. If he's sticking around, I think Rick and Britt could be a really interesting pair. Both of them have very villainous pasts. They've both done awful, terrible things, but now they're both trying to be better people. Rick just opened up to Alexis, realizing that if he died, Molly would be the only one who really cares, and he knows it's because of all the bad things he's done. So now he's making amends with Sunny and Alexis. He wants a family. Britt's doing the same thing. Liesl was furious that Britt faked her death, but they're getting back to a good place. Plus, Britt is close to Nina and Nathan, and she was letting Jason in. She's open to love, even if she and Jason don't work out. He cracked some of her walls. She and Rick have a lot in common, so I think they could be a pretty good pairing. I'd rather see him with Liz, but if that's not happening, I'd be totally here for Rick and the Bridge getting together. The second option is someone who is off screen but I think a lot of fans would love to have back. Britty's ex, Nicholas Cassadine. I believe he's due to be out of prison soon, and Laura would love to have him back. Nicholas and Britt were a pretty cool pair back in the day when Tyler Christopher was in the role. I would absolutely love it if Nicholas returned. He and Britt have a very, very soapy history. If you don't remember, they were in love and engaged, and she loved Nicholas's son, Spencer, like he was her own. Of course, Nicholas had a dark side and did a lot of bad things, just like Britt. That's why he's in prison now. To some extent, they're cut from the same cloth, and I think a lot of fans would like to see them reunite. I know I would. She's got that terrible Faison family history. He's got that Cassadine family history. I enjoyed them together. Remember, he was calling her other mother, and she stepped right back in, showing little remorse. That attitude really set Dante and Lulu off, understandably. Now, I do think Britt has changed. She's softening, especially with Jason. But Dante despises her, and she doesn't particularly like him either. And that is exactly why it would be super soapy to see Dante and Britt in an enemies to lovers story. Yes, I know GH is chemistry testing Dante and Liz, but that doesn't mean it's a sure thing. If Dante got with Britt, it would set Port Charles on fire. But don't forget, GH does stuff like this all the time. Remember Carly and Franco, the serial killer who had her son attacked in prison? They were engaged. Laura fell in love with and married her rapist, Luke. Tracy, who Luke tricked into marriage, fell for him. All these characters fell for improbable people. Honestly, that's why Dante and Britt would be kind of soapy perfect. You never know, Maybe Dante gets drunk and hooks up with Britt after finding out about Lulu and Nathan. That would be deliciously twisted. We'll see how it goes. Jason's exit is coming in a few weeks, and I think it's going to change everything. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next video.